Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of my thoughts on and another LEGO builds sub-episode. So we are here looking at the LEGO Animal Crossing, Nook's Cranny and Rosie's house. And that is because I'm going to be doing to this set what I did with the Icons of Play set. Now, specifically for this particular one, I'm going to be focusing solely on Nook's Cranny. So, let's hop over to the studio. Alright, so here we are in studio, and here we have Nook's Cranny pretty much all built up. There's a few things. Of course, you'll notice the lack of decals. I think these are in the original set, like this, and this. I think those are printed parts, so I don't have the option to do that, so I can't. But anyway, I got as close as I could. But the real victim here, is this. This is the interior of Nook's Cranny. And this is sad, honestly, and that is my goal with this particular build project, is that I'm going to be using in-game images and all sorts of things to make Nook's Cranny on the inside look as close as I possibly can get it to being as in-game accurate as possible, while still retaining some of this original set's charm. I did have to make some modifications already. And this might be a program thing, but like there's supposed to be hinge pieces for the roof on either side up here. I took those off. And I took those off because they were just being a pain in the ass and nothing was lining up when I was putting the roof section on. So yeah. So, you know, as far as the project introduction goes, this actually did not take me that long to make either, using program's ability to just import the set into my palette over here, and then I could just grab all the parts in their specific color, and throw them together. I mean, I did have to reference the instructions online, but like, yeah. The only other thing I didn't do is I didn't put anything in this case, and I didn't put, like, there's supposed to be like a broom in there as well. I didn't put the broom in there because the program won't let me fit it in there, so. But for the most part, 98% of this is, as per the instructions, just minus some printed pieces. And I think I had to make that different too, because I think that was a printed round piece in the set with money on it to represent bells or something. I just made that like just a generic yellow piece to represent a gold piece, if you will. But anyway, yeah, that is going to be the next project, so yeah. My next process, like I said, is going to be looking at in-game images of the interior of Nook's Cranny, and then of course building it. Again, I'm going to be building it with a focus on the interior, and then I will extend the exterior as I see fit. So that's the introduction, so we're going to be starting that project. Alright, so I'm back with the next update here, and that update is basically that the interior is done. I know you got to see it in that previous little bit, but I wasn't able to talk when I did that one, so I can just run you through here. So of course we have the main floor here, that's like the blue and the white tile. We have this section here, which is like the hot item of the day. I didn't put anything over there, and I probably am not going to. I don't really want to put anything over there right now. You have the one table right here with a few items on it. And then we come over here, of course, we have the shell, well, the enclosed things here that would have like plants and seeds and all that. We've got the counter, these two barrels, and the radio, which is actually red, not a pink radio, which the original set came with. And then of course, you know, our stairs that go up here to the three items, which they obviously change in the actual game. They change day to day, but I just kind of was like, okay, something expensive, an instrument, something else, some kind of storage thing, and a bed, which ironically, this bed is actually the one that comes in the original Nook's Cranny and Rosie's House set, which goes in Rosie's house. So, you know, we got Rosie's bed up for sale here. But yeah, and then of course I just have the around here for where the walls are going to go. And I got the doors and the start of the mirrors, and this kind of goes into a problem that I have with this build. Now, the problem, and yes, this is from the Animal Crossing wiki, is, you know, this is of course the photo here, or a photo here of the inside of Nook's Cranny, right? This is what I used. Of course, it's, you know, I don't have it all perfect yet either. You know, I'll add hanging wall things at some point here. But anywho, but what bothers me is how, you know, the general shape here of the place is like an L shape, right? On the inside. And that's not, like, if you don't include these, which I chose not to include, you know, I had to take those out because I was just like, yeah, no, that's gonna cause some problems there. But yeah, the general inside shape is like this. I might add a crate on mine. Sorry. But anyway, it's like this, but then the exterior is just flat like that, right? Which, I guess, and I don't want to give them this satisfaction, but I'm going to. I guess I can see why, when it comes to the official LEGO Animal Crossing sets, that they don't do full interiors because of that. Because Nook's Cranny on the outside looks vastly different from Nook's Cranny on the inside. And you can get away with that in a game because obviously once you go in the doors of Nook's Cranny, right, it's gonna load the interior space. And then load the exterior space once you go back out. It doesn't have to render both at the same time, which definitely 100% means in Animal Crossing that the interiors of the buildings are separate from the exteriors in terms of how they're loaded. So yeah, that is making my life a challenge here. I'm gonna work with it though. It's probably not gonna look as pretty as possible. And I may end up just foregoing the roof in general. I might just be like, you know, put up the walls and put up, you know, some, like, I might keep the essence of the original roof. I don't know how I want to do it yet, but I might just forego the roof and be like, yep, it's a interior accurate-ish one. Like, I don't know how I want to do it, honestly, because it just, like, you can't have this shape and also have, you know, an accurate looking building, I suppose, would be, you know, because the only other thing I could think is if I, instead of making it accurate shape-wise on the inside, would be to just push the wall back, you know, and try to fill this space in somehow, you know, make this upper part go all the way, make this come all the way over, so on and so forth, something like that, so it's more of an expanded shop, I guess, rather than trying to go for more game accurate. I build it for like actual space, basically. To be accurate space-wise, so I don't know, I'm gonna have to mess with it a little bit and see what I want to do, I guess, so. But that's that for this part. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to the final update here on this project, and as you can see, it's done. I know I didn't do as many segments in this process of like talking about it, but yeah, here it is, all completely done, base and everything. And yeah, I think it turned out well. And I know that's not what you're probably expecting me to say. I don't hate it, right? It is technically more accurate than what Lego's Nook's Cranny set is, but like, I still have issues in the fact that it just... I don't even know how to describe it. It just is like, I don't know, but anyway, so from the last pictures I did, obviously I did the base and then there was some in-between stuff, so I just kind of filled in with plates in the in-between section in that bright green. I wanted to use less plates, but you know, for some reason there's a lot of, like, even something as simple as a 2x4 plate isn't available in bright green, which it's like, alright, fine, I guess. But anywho, yeah, so I did that. Of course we added some flowers. I was gonna add flowers all the way around the build, but then I was just like, no, I don't want to overdo it with the flowers, so And I'll be honest, the only reason why I'm kind of just like I love what I did here, but the thing that I have with it is it's like, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into getting the interior to look as great as it possibly can be and as accurate as it possibly can be, right? But then it's like, you know, you go and you put this rooftop on it, and now you can't see the interior. Now, I of course built the rooftop, kind of like how Lego does with rooftops and segments on buildings, where like they build it to where it's meant to just pop off, basically. That's what I did. It's kind of just sitting on a few 1x1 plate pieces on the corners, basically. So that if one was to actually build this, that the rooftop could easily just come apart, and then, you know, you could admire the interior to your heart's content, basically. So, like, I'm happy of what I was able to accomplish. I am, but, you know, there's part of me that wanted to, like, either just exclude the roof or just, like, build the roof off to the side here and just be like, yeah, it has the roof. I just want the interior to be showing, you know, because now I can't do that, you know, when I put the, like, rendered images at the end of this, like, you're not going to get to see the interior, which is sad, because that's the most important part, in my opinion. So, I'm kind of like, I don't know, part of me just doesn't want there to be a roof, but then I'm like, I mean, it's not technically, like, I don't know. I just don't know. It is done, though. It came out to 1,412 pieces, which is not bad. It's not that far off from my Icons of Play rebuilt. So, but yeah, that's and to be frank, like, as much as this is supposed to be, you know, their Nook's Cranny rebuilt, like, outside of a few, like, you know, these parts are in the original set. This is in the original set. The roof is completely different. That's original. I can't say that is because it's just an accessory. Obviously the bed that you can kind of see through the window here. The bed that I built was part of Rosie's house there. So yeah. There's really not a lot that was from the original set. This was a lot of me just looking at pictures of it on Google and then being like, okay, let me try and recreate that from scratch, basically. So, yeah, it's very custom, very, very custom. But yeah, I think next project I want to do is kind of similar to the first one, where I'm gonna try to build, not based on anything, but I want to build like a really accurate, like in terms of the dimensions of it, like a super accurate, like soccer field, stadium type of thing. So, you know, that'll be fun. But anyway, yeah, that's gonna do it for this particular thing. Like I said, I'll have renders at the end here for y'all to enjoy. So that's gonna do it. So thank you for watching and goodbye.